back, everybody. Today we're going to do a get home bag for your vehicle. This is basically going to be something you can throw in the back of your vehicle. It's basically going to be budget friendly items. That way if something happened, got stolen out of your vehicle, that you wouldn't take a significant financial loss on these things. But these things would be very useful for you to have if something happens, SHTF, even a hurricane, tornado, something of that nature. So I want to go through step by step here each item that I have in my bag, and let me know in the comments below if you think I'm missing something or could add something to this kit to make it a little bit more all-inclusive. Again, generally, you're only going to be maximum an hour away from your job, maximum I would say for most people. So you want to try to keep things down to a minimum, and you kind of want to go for a little bit of a gray man to a certain extent if something were to be going down that you needed some of these items for. So we'll start over here. We'll start with the bag. This is just a cheap bag. It's a little bit tactical looking, but it's to your average person, it's just a black backpack. I believe it's like a Fox Tactical or something like that. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on it. It's a decent size, but again, it's going to hold everything that you're going to need in a decent backpack. Alright, next we'll go, if you were out longer than anticipated, you're going to want some shelter of some sort. If you can't shelter in your vehicle, or if you're on foot, EMP, whatever, we have just a cheap 6x8 tarp. We got a emergency poncho and a emergency sleeping bag. So those three things right there will get you out of the weather and dry, and keep you hopefully warm depending on your area. Next we have just a little first aid kit. I threw together. Just put it in a gallon Ziploc bag. Again, we're going to try to keep it on the budget here, and that type of thing. Next, we're going to have a little toiletry kit. It's got a little bit of TP, toothbrush, toothpaste. If you get stuck for an extended period of time, this would be all comfort items that you would be nice to have. Hand sanitizer, things of that nature is going to be in that bag. Next, we're going to go with water. Got a little aluminum water container there. Boil water in if you needed to as a backup. Also got some couple 16-ounce bottles of water there, just for again, a backup if you don't have any clean water at your disposal. Then we also have some SOS food rations. It's going to be good. Going to last you at least a few days. Then we have some survival tabs. They're basically a meal replacement. It's going to give you, basically vitamins to replace any meals. But again, something quick. You don't have to heat up either one of those things. You can just eat it and go if you happen to be out for more than a day or two. Moving along, go with the food. I also have a little Frontier straw here. It's good for short-term situations. Got a Coleman drinking water purification tablets to go with the drinking straw. And then moving along here, we got some cordage here, some jute twine on a credit card, and some duct tape. So a little bit of cordage help you with the shelter. If you were if it's going to turn into more than like a day ordeal to get back to your house. The whole thought process behind this is to kind of be over prepared and have the stuff at the ready. And let's see, we have a little bit of fuel here, basically one of those Sterno fuel cans. You can keep something warm, keep your, put it in your car, keep with the window cracked, of course, to keep yourself warm if you're in a colder climate or something of that nature. So another good idea to have. And let's see, we'll move on down here. Let's see, I have some 10 extra rounds of 9mm ammunition, vacuum sealed, just in case. You never know, things might get a little hairy out there. Always good to have a little bit of extra ammunition if you needed it. Next we have just a cheap survival knife here. I didn't want to spend a ton of money in case, God forbid somebody stole, this bag. I don't want to have $200 or $300 wrapped up in this bag. Next, to go with your tools, we have just a cheap Leatherman and a cheap pocket knife. Then we have a little small fire kit I have in there, a little fire steel, a couple lighters, Vaseline and cotton balls. Also have a little 5-in-1 emergency whistle with a compass on the top and a signaling mirror inside. And to go with that, we have a map for my area, a little compass to go with that, pen, paper, Sharpie to go with in case you need to take notes about something. You never know. Let's see the lighting here. We have a couple cheap headlamps, batteries to go with that, a couple cheap flashlights, and a glow stick. Just a run-of-the-mill glow stick to go with that. Alright, and moving right along, we got some cold weather gear here, a nice wool fur style hat, shamog, just have a regular t-shirt, wool socks, pair of skivvies, just some cheap gloves to go with that, looks like a bandana, and also some sunglasses. We also have just a plain black baseball cap and a fleece blanket. And also to go with that, we also have some hand warmers to go with this. So it all depends on what climate you live in too. If you live in Florida, you might not need all this kind of stuff. So just a little bit of stuff to if you needed a change of clothes or whatever the situation would be. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to wrap it up here, but that's what's in my Get Home bag. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you think it's, too much stuff, too little stuff. Again, the whole idea is just to, in a pinch, if a natural disaster happened, shit hit the fan, whatever, you would have something with you to have you a step ahead. Alright guys, thanks for watching.